We are live. How is everyone doing today? It is Berkfamily54comics. I am Steve. Today's live stream, we're going to be talking about how COVID-19 is affecting comic book shops. So to talk about that, we have our resident comic book shop owners, Chino and Manny from ChinoComics&More. What's up, guys?
What's going on, dude? Berk, what's going on? We're not alone. It's myself, Manny. We have Chino. But there's someone else with us in this little chat.
Yes, we have one of my best friends, one of the best guys on the YouTube, one of the best guys on the planet, doing live streams 10 times a day, doing homework, math, all sorts of stuff. We got JB in the house.
Hey, how you doing, man? Thanks for having me. I used to be live all the time, but now I'm homeschooling these kids, so I'm lucky to get in that one live stream. I'm thankful for my one live stream. The morning show has been fantastic. If you're not watching it, you're missing out. Sorry.
It's been a long time since any of us have gone live together. I feel like
you're right.
Like 6 months since I've gone live with Chino and Manny. You guys have been busy.
Yeah. So for us, I mean, we do have the comic book shop, guys, and it is R&R in Houston, Texas. And JB, he's a long distance shopper, man. But aside from the comic book shop, we also do commercial glass, and that's been keeping us busy, man. I mean, that's considered an essential business. So every day we're working like a regular work day for us.
Yeah. So I mean, it has to
be busy time.
Yeah. So I know you guys have been active on YouTube. We jump in when we can, man, and shit, we love y'all stuff, man. But it's just hard to keep up with everything, you know.
I'll tell you, over here, the grocery store, our grocery store, they put up these shields, these, like these plastic shields up in between you and the person. Unfortunately, it's located in the wrong spot because you're standing at the thing to pay, and that's not at the shield. Anyway, it's just, come on, people. You need another shield over here. More work for Chino and Manny.
Exactly, man.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Sure. Put some plexiglass on. We don't do plexiglass, but
you should think about it.
I saw that. I went to go visit a client today, and they rigged the crap out of their I guess their little kind of cash out place. So they put plexiglass all over on the ceiling grid. It looked bad, but it was a cheap way of doing it. To keep people from really interacting or the germs out. So I mean, people are these are crazy times, man.
These are crazy times. They are. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? I want to say hi to everyone in chat. We got the art chemist, obviously Chino and Manny. We got backseat driver.
Nice. Here we go.
Jay Salsa. We got Buff Comics Collector and Immortal Joe. Thanks everyone for joining us. We're talking to these guys and JB about this whole COVID-19, how it's affecting comic book shops. Hey, poor Mike, how's it going? You guys were talking about how you guys own a glass shop and a comic book shop. Is that like super difficult to try to like juggle those on top of having families as well?
Yeah, it is, man. It's very difficult because you only have so much time in the day to begin with, and then our glass business sometimes goes about 110 miles an hour, sometimes even faster. So to be able to focus on the comic book shop and the glass business is hard. But thankfully, it's not just me and Chino. There's four of us, in our family, and it's a family business. So we're able to kind of split our times differently and stuff like that. So whenever I can step in, I step in. Whenever Chino can, he steps in, or my older brother and stuff like that, or our younger sister. So it helps out that it's a few of us, honestly.
Yeah, and then we have Michael at the shop. So to be quite honest with you, I mean, it's been Michael and my sister. My sister does the accounting for us, and she runs to the bank and all the other little essential stuff that she can take care of while we're at our job sites. And she's been there just helping Michael with the shop. And when Michael's been dealing with some health issues. And when he's not around, she's there. So I mean, there's always assistance there. But Michael and my sister have really in the last year and a half, not really in the last year. We just turned a year at the shop.
Yeah.
In the last 6 months, man, they've been the ones that are holding it down really at the shop.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's always nice to have family there. I do want to say congratulations to Chino. He just put on the old Instagram. He's getting some babies. And it was also Manny's birthday recently. So congrats to both of you guys.
And I mean, right before the stream, weren't we celebrating 1,000 subscribers?
And
also, right?
Both of you guys are 1,000
Yeah,
There's lots of stuff going on with these two guys.
2020 is gonna be a good year for me, man. I don't know what everything else going on.
You know, man, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot of good stuff going on too, man.
You gotta look at the positives, guys. I mean, shit. I mean, if you start focusing on all the negatives, it'll bring you down. But you know,
what's up, Logan?
coming in, you can't complain, bro.
All right. So I don't want to. Maybe we'll wait till later. But I want you guys to think: did JB ever mention, if you remember all the conversations we had, maybe online or offline, that you guys were in a unique opportunity to have a storefront virtually on YouTube because you could sell comic books and everyone always wanted to know what was on the back wall. And heck, if you got you like, I noticed I got the language, and heck, if you got people's permission, you could basically just kind of stream the whole day, you know, and have the camera and listen, overhear the conversations and stuff. I think you guys could actually do something really interesting when your guy's healthy. What about having him stream for 7 straight hours during his normal open hour days, right? Taking orders of anybody that wants to buy anything, but also check this out. Every 15 minutes, he replays one of your videos. He replays one of your videos and then, you know, say, hey, you know, back live in 30 minutes because you got this thing going. Meaning it's on the same stream. You're going to share. You're going to share it. So you're on live and he can take requests in the chat. Hey, do you have a blah, blah, blah? Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me go check. And just, he's going to be there by himself anyway. What does it cost to stream?
I have a bigger question.
It doesn't cost anything to stream.
That's actually something that we were talking about during all this.
First, like, what do you mean? It was my idea. Shut up.
All I was going to say is, when are we going to get our Tuesday show back, man?
When Diamond starts sending books to us again, that's one of the things we're going to talk about, man.
I know the Diamond's not shipping, but you guys are in the unique position to answer this question better than anybody else. Do you think any of the other publishers could ship to you directly?
They can. Yeah, I mean they can because I mean I don't know the issue with Diamond because everything comes packaged, and I'm sure when they could implement kind of like a safety protocol where you have to wear gloves, a mask, and whatever the case is. And dude, it's
well, I'm talking about more of the smaller guys. I know that I buy comic books direct from Boom. I buy comic books direct from Scout. They're shipping comic books all over the freaking place.
Yeah.
How many of those books do you really get? Do you guys really get on a week? I mean, how many of your order are really Boom or Scout?
Honestly,
not many. Not that many. Not so many that they couldn't ship them to you like they're shipping them to me.
Yeah.
Right?
No, they can. I mean, obviously, like I said, I think it can be done, man. I just think like it goes back to
I'm not.
The hardest thing is right now is, you know, people are reading. If you have a subscription with us, you're reading certain books, and sometimes you're caught into a story that you want to read. And I think that's where it's going to hurt the industry is that it may turn off people from collecting, the people that were constantly collecting.
Yeah. Or reading the story more.
Or reading the story or coming back to it, you know, because this is probably going to go on for another 60, 90 days, man.
If it goes on for another 60 or 90 days and the major publication companies start releasing digitally, is that the end of the brick and mortar comic book store?
I think for a lot of them it is.
Because meaning they can't physically go get paper put in their hands for the next 60 or 90 days. That's a long time, guys. If this goes another 60 or 90 days and people can't put a comic book in their hand because there is no distribution, there's going to be a big proportion of them are going to want that story, just like you guys are saying. They want that story. They're going to go digital, and it could be brutal.
How's it going? 36. What's up?
And I talked about this a long time ago. Even when we bought the comic book store, prior to that, I would buy a lot of books digitally because it was just easier. You know, it's easier. But you know, I think if you're a collector, you're still going to want to have the book. I think you are going to lose a percentage of people to it, but I think like anything, man, it's just, I mean, Stan Lee said it best in one of his quotes, man. It's about breasts, you know.
Yes.
That's his line. Yeah.
I mean, it's same with books, man. I mean, the digital thing is so convenient because if you're caught up at work or whatever, you can always read it. But sometimes you're double dipping because sometimes you can buy the book and then digitally get that digital code. And like I was doing, I was so eager to get the read the book. I was buying the book twice basically. I would do it digitally, and then I would go pick up the book, which is kind of dumb. You know, you're just throwing away money when you're doing it that way. So
yeah, well, our chemist said the same thing, man. You know, it's pretty expensive to buy digital, and then
It really is.
man, I think
But what if it changes?
well, I honestly, like, you know, going back to what you said, JB, if this goes on for an extended amount of time, you are going to see, I would imagine you can see a lot of comic book shops are they're going to have to shut down because a lot of comic book shops depend on the walk-in customer and the guy.
Well, I mean, a lot of industries are going to shut down if this goes on 90 days. You know, they just don't consider comic books to be essential.
No.
You know, and I'm sure, you know, game stores and toy stores, and I mean, there's a lot of businesses affected. Now let's not go gloom and doom. Let's say okay, everything that we're doing now says they've extended it to May 15th, but if May 15th comes back, how long do you think before things come back to normal in distribution with Diamond?
you're still looking at 60 days from now.
Still 60 days.
Yeah, you're still going to be looking at 60 days, man, because once they get going, and again, it can all change because it's been getting pushed.
They have the books. They have the books already in boxes that were supposed to come out last week.
Mm-hmm.
So I would imagine it. You know, let's say it's May 15th. They get set up. They're probably going to give you like another week before they ship out. So yeah, you're looking at probably it is about 45 days, give or take, or more. You know, it's quite a bit of time, man. And then
it is quite a bit of time.
And then what are they going to do?
That's a long time.
What are they going to do with all the books that were supposed to release throughout all those weeks? You know.
I don't know if it was an April Fool's, but did you guys read the thing about digital copy? You buy the digital copy, and then you can go to your comic book store and go get the physical copy, you know, whenever it becomes available. I mean, you know, that was something that people, oh, it's April Fool's. No, it's not April Fool's. You guys own a comic book store. You ever heard anything like that?
We haven't heard anything.
Nobody said anything to you guys. No. You own a comic book store.
And it goes back to what I'm saying. I mean, the most important thing right now, and I know we're talking comics because it's something that we're all passionate about, but at the end of the day, man, the most important thing is people being safe, man. This COVID-19, man, it's something serious. It's spreading like wildfire, and
people are dying too, man.
Yeah, people need to do their part, man. At the end of the day, man, look, we know stores are gonna get closed down. Shops are gonna. I mean, we were just at a shop last week, man, and you know they're not doing too great, man. They're panicking because they have $5,000, $6,000 rents that are due, and they gotta pay, bro. It's not like they can say, "Hey, man, I can't pay that," you know. So it is gonna be tough for a lot of people, man. Again, we are kind of like, it's relatable.
Would you guys do delivery if it starts back up? If
oh yeah,
if Diamond says, you know what, the LCSs can figure out a way to get the comic books to the people, we're going to start shipping back to the LCSs. Would you do curbside delivery? Would you physically deliver to people's houses?
We thought we were all
Would you like, hey bro, here's your comic books, ding dong.
Yeah, drop off the house.
We already have.
Hey, we're in California. They deliver all kinds of things out here.
We would, man. Honestly, we already
a lot of marijuana.
They deliver anything out here,
dude. We talked about it, and honestly, we would because, you know, at the end of the day, dude. I mean, like you said, we're very passionate about this, and any way that we can get these books out to people and keep this business going, you know, it's better for us. And aside from that, man, I mean, it wouldn't take too long. You know, mostly everything is nearby, so we can just go and they pay over the phone or whatever the case is, and then you just go drop them off at their house.
Because I believe there's a lot of pressure on them. I believe there's a lot of pressure on them to, you know, let the comic book store decide how they can distribute this down to the people. Because I know that there was doing curbside deliveries. You had to schedule. You know, they let one person in the store at a time or some, you know, whatever the number is that they could keep the social distancing in the store. You know, there are ways to work around, including straight up home delivery, which in your guys' situation, and I bet many small comic book store situations, they would do that. They'd be like, hell, you know what? One employee, me, I'm going to sort those books and deliver them and collect my muns. Yeah, okay, guys. Yeah. They'll be on the phone. Give me your credit card number. I'm on my way.
Plus his car's electric, so
I'm just saying, you know, I think that there's gonna be pressure for them to turn this thing back on and let the LCS level decide how we're gonna get them out.
So is Texas on like a lockdown, or like everyone's got to stay home and only?
Yeah, it is. It's extended to April 30th.
It's extended, but look, this is my take on it, and I know we're kind of moving past the comics. So, you know, this is gonna last a while, man. I think it's gonna last a while. I've been telling Manny way before they extended it to April 30th, man, that this is gonna be probably like a 60 to 90 day thing, man, because it takes 14 days for you to kind of some people to start getting symptoms, man. So if you start tracking it down by numbers, and I'm not no mathematician, but even Bill Gates saying it needs to be done for 90 days, and just by the look of it, man. I mean, there's a lot of people that are still out there. You know, you have people in spring break partying. You had a lot of people that are breaking the rules.
Yeah.
People having family events, man. Until everybody can do their part and really just wind it down, it's just going to extend it more and more. And like I said, right now, every day it goes up, man. Every day is going up, and that's just because there's a lot of people infected.
And that's who's been, you know, they've tested and stuff. There's a lot of people that they still haven't been tested, so you really don't know the numbers. The numbers can be a lot higher than they are. But I honestly believe, dude, that this is gonna affect every business, not just comic book shops, bro. It's gonna affect every damn business, even restaurants. Like they've taken a major hit. Yeah, they're still
delivering, dude.
They're
doing all kinds of stuff. Like I have,
but they took like a 60% hit.
Yeah,
but they are. It's just changing the way you do business, and
it's gonna change the.
If you were given the opportunity, I'm just making sure you guys would be like, hell yeah, I'd be delivering comic books to my peeps.
We're trying to.
I mean, how many do you guys ship out? Because you guys are shipping to California. If anyone that's watching doesn't know, this is my LCS.
Yeah.
This is these guys. I've got this is. I mean, there's no joke.
Got a big old
diamond. They use the diamond boxes, so you know you're getting them as good as they can send them. Probably ship better.
No, I wrap the crap out of them damn books.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure you guys, if given the opportunity, could still generate monies from guys like me who want my books.
Is that why you guys are doing your live sale on Fridays to try to get some more revenue? Because you guys used to do that, but now no weekly books. You guys need some money, so I do think that is a smart idea.
Oh, well, there's two reasons we're doing it, man. The auction is gonna be, and we're gonna get more details tomorrow. The auction is gonna be a lot more.
Titus, thanks for joining us.
That we don't sell at the
man.
At the shop, man. They're gonna be mostly a mixture of key books that Manny has out there and some cool stuff, man. And then we're also gonna do some of the stuff that we had in the auction originally, which is the letters or the numbers or whatever the thing is. So it's a mixture of both, man. But it's just to give books to people, man. That's really what it is.
Well, look, Comic Book Genius said it, man. No new books. Get those back issues you've been passing up now. Look, honestly, you know, you have to kind of help out, you know, any local business to begin with that you can, because we're in this together to begin with. But you know, you don't have to like the 713 said. You know, you can pick up the old books, man. You can go back and pick up some old issues for $1, $2. You know, all that stuff helps the comic book shops, man. And
it does.
You know, dude, we own a shop and we're buying books from other comic book shops because we love this stuff, dude. We're dropping money. You know, you guys. I don't know if you guys saw the last video, but we went to like the last little convention that we had here, that small little con, and we spend money there. Why? And two of the comic book shops, because we love it and we know we're giving back to something that we love, dude.
Yeah, and like I said. It's right now. It's a time for everyone to come together, support each other. Like I said, we're going to implement some stuff for the store simply because at the end of the day, you know, we know that Michael depends on a check from the shop. So,
I got a question for you.
Yes,
Would you mind if anybody that's watching this now or watching this on the replay reached out to you via Instagram or comment with their hunt list, you know, and then you can look at that and go, yeah, as a matter of fact, we have one of those, we have one of those, we have one of those, you know, it would definitely keep your guy busy, because I'll tell you right now, I can snap you a photo of 5 different pages of my hunt list, and the things that are not X'd out, I'm looking for those. Yeah. You know, it doesn't mean I'm going to buy them, but I'm looking for them.
Or even something,
and if you have them, maybe we can talk.
Or even like if someone were to ask, hey, you know what, I want to support the shop, you know, can you send me like a little mystery box of back issues?
Oh, why haven't you talked about the mystery boxes?
I would love that.
Come on,
The mystery box
comic book store. You guys could be making some great mystery boxes.
We could do something to like that kind of supports like some of the back issues and some of like just older stuff, just modern stuff, whatever.
No, but you got to list it out like 84 is doing. So you want to say, hey, I'm going to give you 1 silver, 2 bronze, 2 copper, number 1, a first appearance, because that takes the mystery out of the mystery, but there's still mystery in it, and it works. But you know what I'm saying?
When we do,
and I'm telling you, anybody out there knows this is honest to God. If you get a mystery box with at least a couple of nice silver ages, you're going to keep them, and you're going to feel better about the box, even if the rest of the box was not very good.
Hey, what's up, Southern Comic Geek?
Just saying. I'm just saying.
About a month or so ago that they were going to do a mystery box. So I was hoping that there might be an announcement soon, but I know you guys have been busy.
We are. Look, so it's all leading up to the auction, man. Like, again, we've had big plans, and simply just so you guys know, the main business has us all over Houston, man. And
that's awesome.
Us everywhere. So, I mean,
it's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
It's a stressful problem.
It's a good problem, but also you're everywhere, so you're spending more money because you're going to different shops. But apart from that, the thing is that we have positioned ourselves this last year going into this year where we have jobs that give us more of our time back, meaning that we don't have 12 jobs running anymore like we used to. We have just big work running where we can check in and then break away after lunch to go tend to the comic book shop or do the YouTube and do all that.
Yep.
So we have just been, and it takes time, and in business, it takes time for you to get to the point that we've gotten to in the last few months. But again, with all this that hit, it kind of slowed what we wanted to enable or bring out.
Yeah. So I mean, it was crazy because with this whole thing going on with COVID-19, since our construction work is considered essential, it's like we had deadlines, and it's like they cut them in half, and they actually kind of like said, well, you know what? Instead of being done in May, we need you to be done in April.
They're trying to collect. Everyone's trying to collect.
Yeah,
so
absolutely,
it's beneficial for us too because we're collecting with them. So it's a win-win. But again, if this wasn't going on, we would have everything running smoother. We would have more time to do that. But again, we're trying to break away from our main job to do this auction on Friday and to continue to pump out more stuff while this pandemic is going on for the next 30 days, 60 days, however long it takes.
Yeah, and I mean, just a quick little shout out, guys. I mean, there's a lot of guys here that bought books from us, man. I mean, Burke has bought books from us. JB's always buying books. I mean, he has a pool list with us. Art Chemist has bought books from us. Who else? Hawaiian Punch, Universe X. The list can go on, bro. Doro. Dude, it's been a crap load of people that bought books from us, dude. So you guys have supported us when we're barely starting off with the comic book shop. Even till now, you guys still hit us up for stuff, and dude, all that stuff helps out, man. So we want to just thank you guys to begin with, man. And again, Burke, thanks for hosting us on this.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I like about you guys a lot is that I know you guys are super stressed out with having not just one but 2 businesses and being essential and then not being able to sell comic books, is that Chino is still talking about making sure that everyone else is safe. And during Christmas time, you guys are doing a toy drive to try to get toys to everyone else in the community. So I really like how you guys
karma is real,
which is awesome.
Yeah, it's because we are who we are here on the live show, or even on our videos, man. I think we talk a lot more mess, off camera. I think everybody does. We joke around a lot more because we're brothers, I mean, if you guys can't tell, we're brothers. He's the short one, I'm the tall one.
He's the ugly one.
Yeah. And that's the kind of stuff we do, man. But aside from that, man, I mean, dude, how long have we known you guys now, man? And it led to this, led to us just being with branch out and just have side conversations, and it's all because of one thing: comic books, man.
Yeah,
comic book cousins, my friend, comic book cousins.
And the way I look at it, man, again, the reason we try to do things is because when you're doing good deeds, man, it comes from the heart, man. At the end of the day, we're fortunate enough to be able to do these things, man. You know, and when we open up the shop, we want to do things differently than other shops, because you do have these comic book shops that can be pricks to you. We'll sell your books if they get marked up.
Price gouge.
Yep.
Or variants they usually like a just a regular variant, they'll jack up by $1 or $2.
Why? It's just a regular variant. It's not a ratio variant. What are you doing?
I don't get it.
We don't get it, but we saw that, and going into our shop is that we knew that we had our main business, which is it's the main one, man. It's the one that we can't lose focus of. So when we do the comic book shop, we are able to be the genuine comic book shop that you want to have.
Yeah.
Is where you can go and know that my book didn't get pulled from my list because I needed to make some money, or this guy's not paying his books. Let me pull all his keys and sell them on eBay. You hear it, you know. We don't do that. So
we're very lenient, and we try to communicate, and we try to, you know, get those books in people's hands. And you know, sometimes people run into things, you know, lose their jobs, or maybe because right now we're gonna see a lot of crazy stuff happen, man. And you know, that's why we know payment plans. What do we got to do, man? You know, to help each other out and get these books in people's hands, man.
So that's an interesting. So let me get this straight. Are you guys ready to show some of the major keys that you would be willing to offer to our community on payment plans?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. We
not right now, I have them with me, but yeah, we have them.
But you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see, because hey, I'd be interested in dropping down a little payment plan on a big boy book that I'm going to own.
Well,
the
one thing that we want to do, and I've sold on eBay. When we first got the store, I did sell a Hulk 181 to a gentleman on there, and he was making payments on it, and it was a 6.0, I think, that I sold to him, or 4.0. I don't remember, but it was a decent grade. It wasn't pressed and clean, so we made an arrangement.
It's a Hulk 181, like the one right behind JB. That book, I'll take a freaking 0.5 or 1.0. I don't care. It's a Hulk 181.
But the one thing that we want to do first before we implement that is, because again, our store's not really known for the big Silver Age keys and all that, because it's just it was never known for that. So you're trying to get people that are going to these bigger comic book shops that established to that, having those type of books. So it's hard to really get those people to come to us. So the one thing that we want to do first is a mystery box that we want to do, where you're gonna be able to win some keys and a damn good grail, and then go to a monthly one that we want to do.
Ooh, a subscription box.
Yeah.
That's the game changer. Wow.
One like that, and you know, we've been looking at the pricing behind it. We've been looking at the stuff that we want to do, and the books that we want to throw in there. And you have a lot of people doing it in the community, but we want to do it a little bit differently. Even our box, when we have the box, you guys will be surprised how it's going to be a lot different than what all people are doing.
Yeah. I mean, I know you will. Maybe you have a stack of boxes all the time.
Dude, look at this. You know what, guys? I'm buying pops. I got my first 2 boxes of pops in here.
You guys have a lot of pops at your store, right?
Yeah, we have pops. We have some.
You have pop, man. I'm telling you guys. You know, one of you guys should come on the show tomorrow morning and talk. Oh, you guys are busy.
I'll be busy.
You're so busy. You're so busy.
Friday we can schedule.
Yeah, Friday if you want to do Friday, I love the pop community, man. They are great. There's fun, because it's not just comic books. There's a lot of nerdy geekdom that I'm into that just isn't comic books.
Yeah. Chef Riff Comics here, Chef Riffelmacher. He is a pops guy.
He's a pops guy. See, dude, BLC has got like over 300 pops.
Bro, I'm looking at your back wall, so I see you have pops. I mean, dude, I collect shoes. I collect action figures.
Action
figures.
That was another one. I did an action figure giveaway.
So it
gets crazy,
even
bro.
what we're gonna do with the channel, man. This next year, the next few months, we're gonna change the channel a little bit more. So we're gonna have a lot more content of different stuff. Not outside the spectrum of comic books, but we already talked about what else we want to do on here, because
very cool.
We own the store, and we have so much. I mean, you know, that we can do.
So many opportunities to do something there.
Speaking of comic books, like I have a whole list of questions I haven't got to yet, so I'm gonna.
I'll shut up now. You know what? JB will shut up for the rest of the show. So Steve can actually ask a question. The whole time Steve's had this, he's got this piece of paper and he's like, again?
I'm like,
Hold on. Again? Will you shut up, please? No, I will stop. Go ahead, man.
So what are some of your top sellers, or what were some of your guys' top sellers from Marvel, DC, and independent? Like, what are some books that everyone is usually getting, or what are you guys selling out of every week before stop selling them?
Well, for Marvel, it's been X-Men. Ever since the House of X and Powers of 10, it really skyrocketed for us with X-Men. I mean, X-Men was basically dead in the water for us. And once that came out and we pushed it, people bought into it, and that's been our one of our number one sellers. Amazing Spider-Man always sells for us too. And then some of the like the little side stores like the Marauders and stuff like that does okay for us, but X-Men is probably our number one seller. And then on DC, Batman was dead. Let's be honest. Right. Batman was dead, and all of a sudden, freaking Punchline came into the picture. Everybody wanted freaking.
But you know what? It should have blown up right when Tinian took over, because that's when it started to get good. I mean, what pissed me off is thank goodness I was on Pulp with you guys, and I started Pull over here because I had to read it that day.
Yes.
But I don't give a shit about her. I was digging the story anyway. You know, the fact that she came in and made it hard to get the book.
Designer,
kind of bummed me out.
The Designer is a really good storyline. I've been liking it a lot.
No, just the art and the depiction of the Rogues Gallery has been it's phenomenal. The wickedness of the Riddler and the Penguin just cutting and getting his throat cut. I mean, oh come on, man.
Batman usually sells at our shop. We have a big old fan base for Batman. I mean, Acidic Joe's a big Batman fan.
I'm a big Batman fan.
He'll pick up like the White Knight. He'll pick up like the
I pick up the White Knight.
Anything with Batman for really good. On the indies, I've been surprised, man. We've gotten a few customers that bought into the indies because I've been pushing them. And dude, there's some damn good stories. I mean, shoot, Folklore is a good one.
Once in Future.
Once in Future's bad. Once Some Skin the Children, Red Mother. I mean, dude, there's been some damn cool stories, man. And I'm glad that we were able to kind of get people into the indies because whenever we took over the shop, they probably were picking up just The Walking Dead. That's about it. That's about the only.
Yeah, that's the only one that mattered too.
That's the one that mattered for him.
What are you guys reading on the reg?
I haven't read anything like a month.
I'm reading Daredevil. I'm reading X-Men. I'm reading Immortal Hulk. I'm kind of behind on that one, but I'm reading that. I'll be honest with you, I'm not reading Batman, guys. I mean, I got behind on it. I got behind on it, but because everyone was talking about it, wasn't that good. So now that it's good, I need to catch up.
No, you got to get the Tinian run and get up in it and be like, whoa, this is the Batman I've been waiting for. Yeah, come on, man.
I'm reading
back to the ass-kicking Batman.
I'm reading Red Mother.
You can tell who works and who doesn't work.
Dude, I make time for my reading, dude. Like I'm doing something. Like I go to my bench and I'll do a set and then I read a few pages, bro.
Nice.
Task, guys. He has to when he's doing bench. He just has to do bench.
Ooh, I got to get on that. I'm missing out on Family Tree.
What?
Great.
How you doing, brother? Man, it's good to see you, man.
Yeah, we got lots of
Lucha.
I want to get Burke in. I want to get in trouble with Burke.
Yeah, so. Burke. He's a teacher. He's gonna put his
discipline.
Yeah. We're keeping it clean. Heck.
What's the next question, Mr. Burke?
Well, I was gonna say I was gonna ask JB what he's reading, but he's got that big stack.
Oh, jeez, I've been reading all the X titles. You know what? I got to show this one just to piss off my man Drew Manchu, baby. Dude, I've been on Reaver 1 through 6, and I enjoyed Reaver 7. So how you feel about that? Huh? I dig it. No, I'm reading all kinds of good stuff, man.
You have a pretty.
Yeah, you guys are sending my books. I got a pretty diverse pull. I mean, from Daredevil to Star to Captain Marvel, Amazing Spider-Man, all the Batman titles. Every single Batman title that comes out.
Very diverse.
And all the X titles.
You don't discriminate for crap, dude. I mean,
I'm all over the place.
All over the place, dude. Yeah. That's I mean, dude, you're like the perfect customer. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy that usually picks up multiple books. You know?
Yeah, but I've been about 10. I've trimmed it down to somewhere around. It was right around 10, 8, 12, 10, 8, 12. Dude, there was a while there when it was getting crazy, but now it's back to
But that's the best way to do it, though.
Yeah, the best way to do it, if you're collecting, is be open-minded to what you're reading. Give people's opinions on it. Give stuff a try. And again, there's just a lot of good reads out there, man. Again, I haven't read anything in about a month, man. And,
you did. I got you on Red Mud, and I got you on Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. You're reading that.
Dude, you guys got the whole Ninja Turtles, man. I remember when 95 came out. I went and got you guys one of the ones at cover price and sent it to you, and then you sent me one back, the second print. I just started my run with it. Ninja Turtles is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good.
No, so I mean, I have a stack of books that I was actually wishing that I got a week off so I can catch up, man. But I haven't had time, man. And then plus
Thor, dude, read
Thor. Thor is
so good. Thor is so good.
You know what, guys? With Thor,
man,
Thor was a soft seller in the beginning, and after issue number 2, we went from like maybe 8 subscribers to like 15.
Oh, come on, right?
Amazing.
I was pushing Thor. Nobody wanted to buy in.
I missed Curse of the White Knight and the X-Men.
I couldn't buy
this.
I read this today. I'm doing a video on some books that I'm reading or storylines I'm reading. I read this today. Tell me you've read God Country.
I have not.
I've heard good things though.
Oh my gosh. It is the best independent comic book story ever, in my opinion.
Ever. Overwatch. No, that's not it. So independent. Let me look. Over Saga, over Black Hammer, over Southern Bastards, over. I mean, I've read a lot of Paper Girls. Oh, you want me to keep going? Over all those.
It's amazing. So
I heard it's good, but I think the best one has always to me it's always going to be the.
I wonder what it is. What is it?
The Walking Dead.
Of course.
Yeah.
That was one I read too. Walking Dead was up there this year.
Yeah. The Walking Dead, man. If you read the very first 100 issues, man, it's not comparable.
I was hooked on it. Something like he's to give me the his little sign on so I can read them on the little app. So I was hooked on that stuff too, man.
It's just that people are turned off by the show, man. But The Walking Dead, if you actually sat there and read, 1 through 100, it's very engaging, man. It's a good. Even the books, man.
No, I read the first trade and it was fantastic.
That was Walking Dead issue.
By the way, that was the luckiest son of a gun on the planet to have a zombie apocalypse while he's in a coma, and not only does he find his family. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
everybody else was dead.
Yeah. Everybody, but you found your family in the middle of the woods. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the BFF was keeping the wife safe, man.
Oh man.
A lot of different.
No, it was really good. So you're saying better than all of that, Steve. The best thing you've ever read.
The Walking Dead. So
ever.
You can't even say anything.
I have not. Do you have every issue of Walking Dead though?
Huh?
Do you have every issue of Walking Dead?
I have two. I have two collections.
Yes,
two runs.
Yeah, one walked into the comic book shop. One literally walked in a few months back.
And you said yes.
Yeah. He walked in.
I'll buy that.
This dude's pants got tight, bro. As soon as he heard Walking Dead.
It's because you get a lot of calls sometimes. You get a lot of calls with like good leads. People tell you this, and I'm gonna go to your shop, and they don't show up.
This. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna show up here. I got this.
I'm waiting for somebody to walk in with like a full run of X-Men or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Or ASM. Oh my God, dude, please.
What else do they have up there?
What are the books that you guys are like looking for? Now, you guys just got a whole bunch of key issues back from CBCS. But what are some books that you're like, okay, I'm going to try to focus my efforts on 4 or 5 books? What are those?
You know what, man? I usually make a list, and we made a list for like our 2019
before we got the shop.
Before we got the shop, what we wanted to buy, and we couldn't buy most of those books because we ended up buying the shop. We invested money in that, whatever it may be. But so I typically just go in there, make my own list, dude. I don't really use any of the apps or anything like that. I just go based on. I'll be honest with you. What really drives me to buy certain books is my kids. So like, I'll buy Spider-Man's for the parents if I ever see it. I usually load up on that.
What do you have? I know you're a huge Spider-Man guy. What do you have left in your Spider-Man run that you're missing? What are you missing?
Issue number 2 and 3.
What if I told you I had a number 2? What if I told you I had a number 2 slabbed in a 1.0? Low grade's better than no grade.
Dude, low keys better than no damn keys.
And I would trade it. You don't even have to be cash. I would trade it for something. We could trade it.
Want a picture of Chino with a shirt off?
Trade it. Hit me up later. I got an
ASM. He's missing. He's just missing like two.
And I missing like maybe like a few issues, like but some of the easier issues to find, like like a random number that I know I can find easily on eBay or whatever. That's not keeping me up at night. It's issue number 2 and 3 that's keeping me up at night. So I'll get with you.
It's a 1. It's a slabbed 1. It's as low as you can get. It's a 1. I mean, well, no, I guess you can get a 0.5, right? Yeah,
matter, man. I think but
it's a 1.
Dude, it doesn't matter.
It's just at this point, it's just to complete that run.
Plus, issue number 2 is an expensive book, bro. Even at a 1.
I know. Even at a 1, it was over $600. It was expensive, man.
I mean, so it's still an expensive book, so it doesn't matter, bro. Yeah, I'll get with you with that. But usually what I do, man, is I try to buy like first appearances of like females, because my daughter loves those characters, and I'm trying to get cool. And then like I said, for my son, I usually look out for any character that he likes. Like he's a big fan of like Nightwing. He's a big fan of Miles Morales and stuff like that. So usually I'm looking for stuff for him.
So you have the Miles for him, right? You got him that first appearance of Miles?
Dude, I got like 10 of them, bro.
Nice. I know you do. I know you do.
Are any of them graded?
I have 2 that are graded. I have 9.6 and 9.1, a whole bunch of raws
on the wall.
I have a 9.4 that I need to get cracked, pressed, and regraded, because I actually think it'll come back in 9.8. So
it's a big chance it will. Honestly, there's a big chance it will, because it's all subjective, and it's just at any given moment it could be a 9.8. Really,
we bought a collection from a guy from actually a local comic shop that we buy collections from him. Whenever he gets good deals, he'll sell it to us, and we picked up about 8 copies of that Miles Morales. Well, the reason we bought it was because they had all those books in there and a whole bunch of other books, man. And he gave us a good deal. He usually calls us whenever he wants to sell the collections, because we're keeping those. It's not like we're reselling them. So when it's something like that, and we just picked up some books that we'll show off from him last week that we bought from there.
Yeah, we bought some books during the virus. So there's another video that we'll show off what we picked up in it, and there are some books that were on my list. So my list is Chino's list. Whatever I usually put on the list. It's whatever. I know he's missing it, or we're trying to load up.
Hey.
I still remember
Bill Ailing's here.
Manny's birthday last year when you were unboxing all those comic books that your mom bought from like a flea market or something.
Yeah. Dude, and my mom, she'll buy me books too. She'll buy us books too.
That's awesome.
Sometimes she gets lucky, and sometimes it's just random stuff that I can just throw in the shop and sell it for $1.
Talk to him. Yeah, dude, we have plenty. Julio.
He needs a Ultimate Fallout 4.
You know what? I think you should watch the auction on Friday, because
Boom.
Up, bro.
Yeah, if you got 10 of them, it's time to come off a couple of those, huh?
That's
Yeah.
what
But that's a good book to load up on, honestly. I think
It is. I have like 9 of them, so I'm not going to talk.
There you go.
I do. I got a bunch of them.
It's a really.
And I still buy them. I can't stop. I can't stop. Every time they come up, I'm like, oh man, here I go again.
Yeah.
There's one comic book.
Friday.
Tune in on Friday.
If there's one comic book that Chino and Manny say, okay, during this COVID-19 pandemic, load up on this particular comic book,
Oh my goodness.
what would it be?
Everything at the shop, man, that we have inventory wise. We're just doing a list of everything that we have.
I got something.
Jay, I have 2
got
runs
something,
already,
yes.
but I mean, if you have another run, hit me up.
You talking about like does it matter like if it's a Bronze Age, Silver Age? Doesn't matter?
Any book.
No, like right now is the time to go hunt this. I'm gonna pitch one for you, Chino, because I can't believe how many of these I have seen in the last 2 weeks, and how many have personally been offered to me in the last 2 weeks.
I think if I can go back and then look at what we have at the store, I think if you never caught on to the Immortal Hulk run.
No, but it's not like any book, like any key to buy right now.
No, right now I'm talking ASM 300.
Yeah.
I swear I've never seen so many ASM 300s for sale
that book
before.
Sells. That book sells. That's
right?
You can have.
It always sells.
Honestly, if I were to tell you and I'm of course I'm very biased, but I will tell you it's expensive, but you should look into buying ASM.
Prices coming down.
ASM books. Spider-Man book.
ASM 300 is affordable now. It's getting there. It's getting there. At least I've been offered a few that are affordable.
Dude, but that's a book, honestly, dude. Like I said, if
at least that's what I told my wife.
You buy 2 or 3 of them, 4 of them, doesn't matter.
We're looking to buy an AF another. I'm probably spoiler another.
Shut up.
Another
AF-15.
Nice.
We're looking at big books right now. Again, this is going back, and this is kind of like the sucky part about it. But you're gonna start seeing a lot of books that are gonna go really cheap, man. A lot of
we talked about this. Yeah,
they're gonna dip. They're gonna dip.
You're already seeing it now. The major keys are starting to get flooded the market. There's no cons out there. All those guys are sitting on these books. They can't get rid of them. They were expecting to flip and flip and flip and flip, and they're not flipping nothing because they couldn't get to go set up at these cons.
Well, after that, you know, what's the bottom? People don't want to. You don't want to wait too long where it dips so hard, and you're like, damn, I took a $3,000 loss on a book that I should have sold months ago.
I've been seeing Hulk 181s go down $500 just in the last month.
Well, you know what?
Everything's been going on.
You know what? The one book I will say to load up on is Giant Size X-Men. That's the one book you should buy.
Okay.
Buy Giant Size X-Men. If you can afford it, you should buy a Giant Size X-Men. It's probably priced in the 300 and so on. But Giant Size X-Men, when it hits, when this comes back, that book's gonna explode harder than ever.
I think I think anything in besides X-Men, I think anything with Fantastic Four.
That's pricey though.
Yeah.
Really? But he's speculating, thinking that, you know, now you got low prices. Yeah, I know that that we've never had a successful Fantastic, and you know I'm down with you because I have been hoarding Fantastic Four
would be amazing,
and not getting rid of it, because I agree with you that at some point when it does come, Marvel's going to got their hands on it, and it's going to be bigger and better than you've ever.
Well, yeah. So you know what? Giant Size X-Men is still more affordable than most FF keys.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
It has a whole bunch of first appearances, and I honestly believe that they're gonna go with the newer X-Men team than the old.
Yeah.
The old team has been done 100 times already, dude. So they need to take a different direction, and I think Giant Size X-Men is a book that.
How about as X-Men 1, which is so crazy, stupid expensive? What about going back to the original, which I used to remember because I'm so freaking old, being more expensive than Giant Size X-Men 1, X-Men 94?
Oh yeah. You know, that's a book that honestly, dude, if you can't buy Giant Size, pick up 94.
That used to be the book, and all of a sudden it flipped, and I don't remember where it flipped, but 94 used to be the book that you had to have as a kid for me, and it wasn't GSX 1.
Well, because it was like in the, you know, kind of like in part of the storyline and stuff. Like Giant Size kind of was like a, you know how those annuals and stuff usually kind of.
Yeah, it was like it was a special goofy comic. You're like, this is the Goofies, man. This is where it really happened in continuity because it happened in sequence here.
So,
but I think that's when you could, you know.
94.
94 is a good one. I think 94 is a good one. I think, like my man said, Giant Size X-Men right now. If you want to bank on something, bank on X-Men. Yeah. Again, the only reason I'm saying Fantastic Four is because they're bound to come out, man. They're bound to come out, and right now with what's going on, man, you're starting to see dips everywhere. So if you've never, I mean, we're looking for FF1. You know, we're looking for it to dip. You know, and Manny showed me one the other day, and I was thinking, dude, why don't you buy it? But
you never know. Maybe he's already on its way.
But we're still waiting for it to continue to dip. You know, so. I think if you're collecting, man, and there's some books that have been a little bit too expensive, just keep an eye out. But it's just a lot of, there's so many out there, man. I mean, and we've been more.
Another one, Big Will mentioned it. Yep. ASM 252. It used to be Secret Wars 8. And now it's 252.
But 252 makes sense because of the kind of like the homage to AF-15.
Again, but the same reason we were just on it. Secret Wars was kind of its own goofy little separate thing over there. You know, it wasn't in continuity of the story of the run.
Yeah, I think Burke had another question, huh, Burke?
I have all sorts of questions, man.
100 questions.
Thank you for joining us because he's asking questions that I'm not thinking of, and that's exactly why I added.
All right, man.
This dude's got all sorts of questions going on. all day long. I appreciate him joining us.
Sorry, man.
JB's been in this game for a long time, dude. And so, you know, I mean, and plus he's living on something, so he's feeling comfortable as hell.
Yeah, I'm good right now. All's good. Hey, today the girls' school has been getting easier and easier. I'm homeschooling 2 kids, you know, a first and a third grader, and it's getting easier every day. So it's starting. I'm gonna come back with a pop-up shop tomorrow.
Boom.
I haven't done a pop-up shop for a while, and I'm gonna come back with a pop-up shop.
Well, you should check out the books I sent you. I'm not sure you're gonna want to use those or keep them.
Oh yeah, I may have to open that up. Yeah, and we'll get to that stuff at the end. All the other stuff I got going on.
Are we going to do an unboxing here on my?
No, I don't want to do an unboxing, but I do want to shout out some stuff I got coming up because I don't want to miss it, and I'm excited about it. So when we get to the end, we'll talk about it.
All right. What's up, Berg? What you got, man?
What are some other comic book shop owners telling you? You guys said you guys were going to all these other different comic book shops. Are they as stressed and as worried as you guys? And like, are they trying to sell their bigger books for way less, or are they trying to hold on to them until after this whole pandemic is over?
Let me take this one because when we went to the small con, dude, it was right before this stuff was hitting the fan. I mean, it was like the week of, and you know, I had just came back from out of the country, and when I came in, I was looking for like groceries. So when I went to this little small con, you know, these guys, they kind of had in their mind, you know what, they're gonna cancel some cons coming up. Let's try to unload. And honestly, they were making deals, bro. But they still had the books kind of high on some books.
They had con prices, basically.
Yeah, but I think if they would have known that this was going to happen, I think they would have been trying to unload for a reasonable price. Because, like you said, you know, now you eliminate the conventions, you eliminate the small conventions, you eliminate the little, you eliminate the storefront for the most part. You know, you're losing out a lot of money, dude. And like JB said, you have to find a way to make up that revenue. And, you know, some of these guys have some big ass keys, bro, some major grails, and that's going to help them pay the bills.
Yeah, it is.
Keep employees, pay the bills, and pay the rent, man. So,
yeah.
They're worried. They're stressed out, bro.
When we went to the con, we talked to, there was three stores there, and then there was a couple that we know from San Antonio that all they do is cons. It's something that they've been doing for a long time.
That's their revenue.
Yeah, they come and do the cons. But the 3 stores, one of them is a big player. He'll be all right. I think he'll be more than fine.
He's a major player, bro.
He has about,
you guys probably know him.
7-8 stores here.
He goes to the big conventions. I mean, so you guys probably know him. It's Bedrock. I think Alex, the comic book hoarder, I think he bought his Jim 83 from him.
So he'll be fine, man. He said last time that this happened, he had to sell a big book, a really good badass book.
A Golden Age book. I think he's like close to $500,000.
So he has a good collection. So I think in Houston, there's probably 3 good stores, man, they're going to be really fine. I think it's all the other guys and they're good friends of ours that are kind of stressing about it because, you know, the little conversation that we had with them is like, you know, they're not getting any breaks on the rent and you know, if this is going on for the next 90 days and they don't have another business like we do, so it's hard, man. It's very hard for them, man. It's going to be very hard for them.
It's very stressful.
And that one thing that comic book stores have though is inventory. And there is value in that inventory. It's you know, figuring out how they're going to move it to keep themselves liquid.
So I think a lot of them are going to start doing this, you know, maybe the Facebook Live and all that. So I mean,
eBay for sure. eBay. I mean, that's the main source.
They have to, man. But it is going to be hard for a lot of people, man, because again, it's just you're seeing it with even the big retail stores. You're seeing it with JCPenney. You're seeing it with, you know, those stores that my wife loves, JCPenney, Marshalls, and Ross. Mm-hmm. She likes going and buying that Ray Dunn cups and all that stuff. She goes hunting at Marshalls and. You know,
she goes hunting too.
Yeah, she goes hunting for her.
They do.
So even her, man. You know, these stores, man. It's just not comic books. It's everyone, man. They're getting very creative, and you know. But this is going to change the spectrum of how you do shopping in the future, man. And you know, you're starting to see it, man. You start seeing even with restaurants, man. They never had a delivery service, and you have my wife is pregnant. For you guys that don't know, and she gets all these cravings, so she want Panera or she wants something, and they're delivering, dude.
They'll deliver.
Free delivery, dude. It's like something that I've been wondering why they never did it, you know. And right now they're having to do that, and even Target's delivering essentials to your house. You know, they're delivering groceries, so it's going to change for the good for a lot of people that don't want to, you know, go out, and you know, for even retail, man, the retail industry, because we're part of the retail. Comic book shop is a retail shop, you know.
Yeah.
It's not a one that you can get lost in. Well, some guys can, but it's not like my wife can go into JCPenney and Marshalls and spend hours and not buy shit, you know?
Oh, come on, man. I can spend hours in the comic shop. How many long boxes you got?
Yeah, but there's some guys that can do that, but it's not like, you know, it's not like a JCPenney where people just go walk it for exercise or whatever the case is, you know, because of the large footprint, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, what I'm saying is it's even that's going to change, you know, because people are starting to get more into the online buying of the stuff. So I think some good is going to come out of all this, essentially, too.
So you said you guys have some family members working over at the comic book shop. Do you have any other people that like that's their only job, and like, and what are, like, is it difficult for them, or like what are some things you guys are doing to help them?
Oh,
our store manager,
our store manager, but he's been out dealing with stuff, so it's not. It's been piling up on him, but we're trying to see how he is with his health first, and squeeze in something. There's always something to do at the shop, man. Trust me. We have so much inventory. You know, like JB.
You guys know, you go to comic shops, you know, they have, like JB just said, they have unlimited.
That's what they have.
They have a lot of inventory. So there's a lot of stuff that he can do. Is just getting to that.
So
point.
they can't survive, though. It's one of the things. I mean, most comic shops. I know you guys are working at razor margins most of the time, but what's happening month over month over month over month over month over month and year over year over year over year over year over year, you're working at razor margins and your inventory is growing and growing and growing and ballooning. So now there's going to be some shops that are going to just be living off of that inventory for a little while. They have to, because that is what they got.
And that's why it's always good to have inventory, because right now, look, everyone that's bored at home, because you're seeing a lot of creative stuff, man. If you go on Instagram, you got TikTok, you have all these people just making funny stuff all day. But you know, one of the things that a lot of people have been kind of hitting us up on, especially like my wife's friends, is comic books, because their kids are home, so they're asking, do you have anything that kids can read? You know, because if you're like me or like anybody else that has kids, or now I can say I have kids coming, I don't want to play with other kids right now outside, if that makes sense, right?
You kind of have to keep the social distance anyway.
So do you want to keep them more secluded inside the house? You want them to be outside too, but the only way to really entertain them right now and also enhance their reading is going to be through books and comic books.
Yep. Phil, had a great question, guys. When this is all over, who will come out with the best books first? DC or Marvel? This is like, and honestly, it's a good time for someone to say, hey, let's do a reboot. You know, maybe DC is going to do it, or Marvel, or someone.
I think. I would say.
Let me say this real quick. I think what Phil's saying makes sense. I think what might happen here is that, you know, things are probably have to be trimmed down, and they're going to have to probably be selective on certain storylines that probably not publish as much, because you can't afford a loss anymore. So
there ain't gonna be this many titles coming back when this thing fires up. They're gonna go, give me the top 10 titles, everything else we'll think about that next month. Why?
I think somebody
gonna fire up the presses on all these titles.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try to probably keep some of their better writers employed. And I think, honestly, man, this might be a good thing for the industry, because you're going to get the best of the best product from DC, Marvel, and even the indies. Who's going to be on top? Man, we're Marvel guys, so we're going to say Marvel, you know. But you know, DC has a lot invested in Batman, and I think they get so damn creative with Batman.
It's so good right now, though.
Dude, I'll tell you another character we've not talked about that has been absolutely fantastic. Flash, man. The Flash has been amazing since Flash Rebirth. Joshua Williamson has been – he's going to get a run on Batman at some point, because his writing is unbelievable. He created Godspeed. He did Flash War, Flash Year One. I mean, he's doing amazing work on Flash.
Well, you see, for us, Flash,
COVID-19.
Flash at our shop, we got like 2 subscribers, bro. I can't
Subscriber.
even give that book away.
I hope Jay Salsa's right. I hope that when we come back out of this, that Marvel's like, all right, maybe we don't need 20 variants anymore.
The thing about Marvel is it's this, look, and this is what I told Manny, and my wife got me real excited yesterday. I sent it to Manny. Manny said I was an idiot. She was looking on Facebook because, I mean, again, that's all you can do right now is on social network, watch Netflix and watch TV. The stuff that they're always telling you not to do which is don't be a couch potato or stay inside, go outside and do activities. But now you're kind of wanting to stay away from people. She saw something where it said that basically Disney, if this kept going on, that Disney was gonna release Mulan and Black Widow on the ship.
They're not.
Yeah, on May 1st.
I don't think they will. They'll lose too much money.
Oh, will they? If nobody can go out of their house for the next 90 days, and they're all looking at, oh gosh, should we get Netflix? Should we get? Wait a minute. If we get Disney, we're gonna get to watch the release of this new movie on X date. And guess what? We still can't go out because we're under quarantine anyway.
Yeah,
it's genius, I think, because right now there's no reason to get Disney Plus. There's no reason.
No.
Give us a reason, and you're going to get people just flocking to it.
Yeah, well, think about it. If you get one person to sign up, which is almost, tickets here are probably like $7.99. If you go watch a movie. But if you get all these memberships, people that sign up, even that just put that one time to watch those 2 movies. Once they start seeing what's on the catalog, like the other stuff, it's a good way for you to continue to
not only that, most of the time we all get it. This happens to all of us. It's free for the first 30 days, but you have to cancel it. You don't. A year later, you're like, am I still paying for this? Yeah. Holy moly.
I need to cancel my DC Universe.
Hey, there you go. You know what I'm talking about? So, I mean, it is brilliant if Disney decides to say, you know what? That Black Widow movie? I'll tell you what. When are we quarantined till? May the 5th? We're releasing that April 24th on Disney Plus. And watch everybody sign up.
And they're gonna have it on demand. Look, I've rented movies they're like $20 on there. We just saw recently the movie with the Trolls. What was it called?
Onward comes out on Friday.
Onward. So I just saw Onward, and we paid $20 because the way we looked at it is like, hey, it's something that we want to watch at the movies. We are paying like literally, probably $6 more, and it stays there for 2 days or 3 days. So not only that, you can invite people.
You can watch it a couple times. Yeah,
but
you can watch it a couple times.
Yeah, you can watch it a couple times. So,
but you know what I mean? I understand. Going to the movies is an experience, and then you have the big screen, you have the big old sounds and stuff like that. But sometimes, man, I mean, it doesn't beat being at the comfort of your home and watching a movie.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't be opposed to paying $20 for a movie just to rent it.
But yeah, I don't think they would do it as just a rental. I think that they would actually say, yeah, guess what? World premiere Friday, April 23rd on Disney Plus only, 5 p.m. And just the only way you're gonna watch it with the whole rest of the world is to be streaming it with them when it happens.
Yeah, that would be pretty.
That would be pretty genius because they'd have a ton of subscribers. Now, how many would actually physically do the process of canceling? A bunch of people probably would cancel.
Speaking of
a bunch that won't.
But and I think honestly, I'm sure they're talking about this in their conference call. Like, hey, look, if this goes on for X amount of time, this is what we can do, and this is what we project, and this is what we, our loss instead of being this much, we'll cut them by 40%, give or take.
Some money is better than no money, and the way I look at it, they kind of did it with Frozen 2, man. Frozen 2 was released.
Yeah.
Not that long ago on DVD, and they put it on there, man. It's like
because they need a reason for people to continue to sign up,
and not just
without Mandalorian right now. What are you really watching? I'm watching old X-Men cartoons from my childhood.
but it goes back to this. When people do both things, people like following the bold, if that makes sense, you know.
Yep.
Because you start seeing that, you're like, oh man, they did that. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty generous, and people like supporting that stuff.
Yeah, City Joe made a good point too, though. So
yeah, they are huge. They are huge. But right now,
True.
if no one's gonna get to go outside for the next 90 days, it's tough.
I have a question for you guys.
yes, sir.
Quarantine right now with COVID-19. Would you rather sit down with a great comic book storyline for 2 hours, like Powers of X and House of X, which was amazing? Thank you for that. Okay,
I told you.
Absolutely great. I love it.
It was masterful.
It was masterful.
It was.
Would you rather sit down for 2 hours and watch like one of your favorite comic book movies?
For me, I mean, I love reading, bro. I'm always trying to read something. So honestly, sometimes I just need that peace and quiet because my day is so damn crazy that I wouldn't mind just sitting there and reading a badass story. When I read House of X and Powers of 10, man, honestly, dude, like I kind of let it, after a while, let it build up because I want to read issues back to back because when a story's that damn good, I hate waiting a week, you know? So yeah, I think I'd rather read a comic book. I like reading, dude. I enjoy reading. I like my imagination doing the work for me. I think Chino likes watching movies.
No, I mean,
he's always watching movies.
He's always watching Netflix, so
he's always posting it. He's got his TV on watching like Lord of the Rings or something.
No, I mean I multitask when I'm watching TV because I have this game that I'm playing most of the time, and I try to do both at once. The thing about comic books is reading. I enjoy reading, but the thing about me is I rather binge read, and that's not always a good thing, if that makes sense. Because even when I read books, you know, if I open up and because I have the Game of Thrones books, and I haven't started reading them simply because I know once I read one, I'm gonna be there for hours until I finish that book. So that's how it is with me reading comic books. Is once I pick them up, that's why I take my breaks. Is because it just becomes more of a binge thing with me when it comes to reading. So Manny gave me a stack of all the X-Men books that I haven't caught up with,
1 through 9,
and he's like, dude, you know, like you have them, and he
just referenced them as a stack. He just give me a stack of X-Men, but he's like 1 through 9.
No, but I'm talking.
Come on, man. What's wrong with you? He just gave me a stack of X-Men books.
No. The newer books, after the Hickman,
this current run. Okay.
Current run. But I have them, and he gave me that, and Red Mother, and a whole bunch of books. Like I have literally about 40 books. But the thing is I know once I get to read those books, I'm just gonna read all those books, and then I'll be in a position where right now you have all the stores kind of shut down, and then it's going to be like,
you own a comic book store, you got plenty of shit to read. Don't give us any excuses. Read your damn books.
Exactly. Yeah, you got plenty of time now.
You got plenty of time and plenty of stuff to read. Read your books.
We're trying to do content for the community, man.
Yeah. We had to start throwing videos up again because we couldn't do live shows. So throwing up videos has been pretty good for us. We've got some pretty good feedback and stuff like that. And it's been fun to be able to do videos again and cut and edit.
It's convenient.
He screws up a lot.
It's convenient because he lives down the street. So, you know, when you're at the shop and you're doing it there, like we're doing the live show, it's like you're coming from work to do it here. Like today, he worked out, and then he interrupted my workout. But I was trying to work out, and he's like, "We got to do the live show." He's like, you know, you probably could have got your workout done if you weren't napping, but I nap every day, dude. So it's just I literally come home. When I come home like at 1 or 2, I'll nap for 2 hours, man. So I can't
nap. So
I had a question for you guys. I know we're probably running late for you guys. What is one comic book that people should read during quarantine? One show that they should watch or binge watch, and one thing they should do outside of those two while we are going through this pandemic? Go.
Well, if you can just go back, a storyline that I liked a lot was what was that whole X Factor team when it was like Archangel and Psylocke and Wolverine. They were trying to find the find the baby because of Apocalypse.
Hope. Oh, they're trying to find Hope.
Summers.
Oh man, that is a fantastic storyline. We were just talking about that. That is
Is it Messiah Comics?
Messiah Complex. It is.
Yeah, I have all that. So
fantastic choice, man. Well done.
Wow.
that was a damn good one. The Messiah Complex was damn good. I was like,
watch this, and then for DC, I would say read the Hush storyline because I know Burke doesn't like it.
I didn't say I didn't like it. It's overhyped.
But I would recommend,
nice.
I recommend you read that Messiah Complex. That's a bad storyline. And then a show you should watch. I've been watching Ozark, dude, and that's a damn good show, bro.
Yeah. Everybody has Netflix, so I would go with Ozark. And actually, if you want to watch a damn good movie, the one that I watched yesterday, it took me like 5 hours to watch because the wife was working and she kept pausing every damn minute. I literally took a nap I took a nap for like an hour and I came back and missed like 5 minutes of the movie. Was a Miracle on the Seventh Cell, man. That was actually probably the best movie that Netflix has on there, man. It's very original and you got to read it, subtitles, but dude, it was a heartfelt movie, and I don't know, man. Netflix. Sometimes I think that they're gonna be like
Tiger King.
Like no, I don't.
I said it, Joe.
No, I don't. My wife was watching that. It was stupid.
It was stupid. I haven't seen it.
I'm in episode 5 where spoiler alert, one of the dudes who shoots himself there.
Why are you in episode 5 if it's
no? My wife was there.
Sometimes you get so deep into it, you got to finish watching the dumps.
Oh,
so I was breaking through it, and I didn't see 1, 2, and I saw a little bit of 3, and then I woke up and saw 5.
Well, you know what? Speaking of breaking through it, Breaking Bad is a badass show. That's a show that I could say from season 1 to the finish, one of the best shows I've ever seen.
But if you have HBO, the one show that I recommend on HBO and it's not going to be The Outsider. The Outsider was actually pretty good. It's
Watchmen.
No, it's the Western one. God,
Westworld.
I heard that fell off for season 3.
Westworld. So this is the final season, right?
I don't think it is.
I watched it.
But I watched episode 1 of season 3. It's actually pretty entertaining. But if you watch Westworld, man, Westworld is out there, man. I think that's one of the good shows apart from Game of Thrones and everything else. And the other show that I watch on Stars is Outlander. That's actually a pretty damn good show. If you're into the back into the future or past kind of thing, it's a good show.
What else, Burke? What other question you have for us?
The last question was, what else should people be doing outside of reading comics and watching?
Working out, dude. Man, if you can find something to do and just stay active, because I think the one thing that has taken away from a lot of people is being able to distress yourself, and working out and having some kind of activity is trying to work out, man. Do something, even if you're watching a hit video or doing something for 30 minutes, man, because apart from the COVID-19, it can affect anybody. It's just working out has a lot of benefits as far as building up your immune system and all that. So,
well, a lot of us have families and stuff like that. So lately, what we've been doing, I highly stress working out. I love to work out, but like a lot what we're doing now is we're just going out for walks, man, and the kids riding their bikes, stuff that we did when we were kids.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's coming back in fashion again because usually it was iPads and so on, for this generation. But, since things kind of, got shut down, the kids riding their bikes, that's the best thing, man. And we used to when we were young, man.
That's good. My daughter been riding bikes a lot. I did 3.5 miles on my bike today. So
yeah.
Feel sorry for your ass.
I stood up a lot.
You gotta have a coffee.
I got a quick question for both of you guys. So, I've been doing the family game night with the kids, and we're playing Uno and Monopoly and Sorry and stuff. And my question is, because I know what my answer is. My answer is no. But do you let your children win?
No, we're playing. Man, now that you're talking about that, the board games, we're playing. Man, what game is it? The one where you get like pets, you get married, and you have to. I don't know. It's
the Life. We just played Life actually.
Dude,
we played Life to the end, to the end where you cash in everything, and I lost. Okay. I can't believe it.
I was playing, and I kept getting like low numbers, and it was like, dude, I was upset the whole damn time because I hate losing to begin with.
Treat your kids, man.
But somehow I ended up with a whole bunch of cards and stuff and I ended up coming in second place. My daughter beat me, but yeah, I don't want to lose.
You don't let the kids win, right?
No, okay. You learn how to.
I was catching a little heat, like, man, you don't let the kids win. Hell no, I don't. Draw 4, huh?
I've had a really good time with you guys tonight. It is time for my daughter to go to bed. But before we get off here, I do want to thank you guys for joining us. We had a really good time talking comic books during this pandemic. Just hanging out with a lot of great people in here. Both you guys have some stuff that you guys want to plug on your YouTube channel. So why don't you go ahead and do that, Chino and Manny, and then JB, and then we'll jump out of here.
Well, if you want, go first, JB, because I know you have some stuff that you want to talk about. Our stuff's gonna be pretty quick.
Watch my morning show.
That's it.
The morning show has been killing it. I'm giving away these pops tomorrow. I'm giving away one of these pops tomorrow morning on the show. If you want to get on the wheel, all you got to do is comment on this morning show. What do you got to comment? You gotta watch the show to find out. And then this Friday, I'm gonna actually do a real interview with a real writer. He's been doing a whirlwind tour right now. Frank Gogol, writer of Dead End Kids. He's going to be talking about his newest title, No Heroine, which is a Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but if she was a recovering drug addict. So look for that. That's this Friday on my channel. I'm not sure if we're going to get him in the morning show, if I'm going to do a special show in the afternoon, or maybe we bring back Disco After Dark on Friday. We'll see.
Nice.
And then I guess for us, again, some of you guys were part of the 1K 1,000 sub giveaway. So I want to thank everybody, of course, for being there and then for coming to Berk's channel to kind of hear this conversation. Tomorrow we should be uploading a video because we're gonna do an auction on Friday. So tomorrow we're gonna record a video and show off what we're trying to sell off in this auction. We'll have all the details on time and rounds and all that good stuff. We should have another video coming out soon on what we picked up recently. We picked up a few keys. And what else you want to talk about, Chino?
I think that's it, man. I think it's just pay attention to tomorrow. If you don't have your notifications on, cut them on.
Sub the channel, sub each other up.
Sub the channel, and then be there for our auction. Because I think once we do the auction, we will have a better grasp and idea of what else we're going to be doing for the shop. And again, some of the ideas were already kicked in here, and we'll start doing more cool stuff. And again, just sub everybody up, watch everybody's stuff if you can, and everybody stay safe, man. Huh?
What was that?
I said, don't forget to share, guys.
Oh yeah,
don't forget to share it. Let's get Berk to 1,000.
1,000 subs, man.
Absolutely.
I'm the only one in this room not at 1,000 subscribers. I'm close.
Just make up 300 fake accounts, bro.
Here we go.
You gotta get rid of that 9.8 back there, bro. That Ninja Turtle.
That Green Ranger right there. You gotta get that away, bro.
Never to the grave.
Joining me. This was a lot of fun. Tomorrow is usually my powered up comic book reviews.
Thursday.
And new guy Ryan Pond, but we're actually going to do it on Two Brothers Comics channel for a change. Tomorrow we're talking some comic books, so go ahead and join us tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on Two Brothers Comics. Thank you again, Chino Manny and JB, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Y'all go hang out with Two Brothers. I know those guys they've been around for a few months now, right? But
yep, killing it. They're killing it.
So
cool ass dudes that I know they hit us up on Instagram. They share the stuff.
So
cool ass dudes, man.
I know Ryan and Bert betrayed us and started
betrayed us the other day.
I'm ready for that.
He found two other brothers, man. But jokes aside, go watch them tomorrow, man. Because I know these guys do their show every Thursday, man. And we try to catch it every now and then. And again, if you're into Power Rangers and all that stuff and reviews.
New comic books, yeah. These guys, they know their stuff.
I appreciate it. All right, guys, have a good night. And remember, go Cats.
We're out.